What is up, young nation, and what is up, newcomers, and welcome to Home. More technical. Home, a unique horror adventure by Benjamin Rivers. It's not an overly big game. Like, literally isn't. It costs to download maybe about over 100 megabytes, so it's very interesting. It looks like a 2D adventure. Your game will be saved automatically at certain points. However, we recommend you put aside an hour and a half and complete Home in a single sitting. That's not going to happen. Not today. Turn up the sound, turn off the lights. Well, oh, is it supposed to get spooky? Let's get spookage. You guys won't be able to see me much. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm just moving stuff around. Maybe they'll get more lighting. This is max spookage right here. Turn up the sound. It's unique because apparently every sitting is different. Like you could reach different endings. So all I remembered at that point was finding myself alone. It's like a 2D adventure. So from the little trailer I saw, it looks very interesting. So we're gonna dive right into that. Oh my head. Where was I? It was so dark. Like my room. Like the office. Except for this. There was something by my feet. A flashlight. Hold on, guys, sorry. I apologize. Ooh, I like that. It's very cool. What is that? That house. Where was I? Where indeed? I kind of like that squeaking. That looks like ketchup, not gonna lie. There's a body. There's a body on the floor. There's a body on the floor. Hold on, I'm just trying to make sure that my laptop will forever give me a bit of light so you guys still are able to see me a bit. So I'm just doing something. There was a body lying on the floor. Who was it? Ooh. I didn't recognize his face. He was still kind of warm. Still kind of warm. What is... Tip, top, tip, top. Which drip? What's dripping? Ooh, should we go to the basement or... Okay, it's still going to say the same thing. Let's go down to the basement. That tip-tapping. I noticed that I limped as I moved down the stairs. How did I hurt my leg? I wondered. All I could really recall was coming home, seeing Rachel. I was upset. She looked afraid. I shook my head and tried to clear it. I knew I should head downstairs, try to find a way out. How deep does this place go? A thin gray mouse was stuck in a trap. It looked frantic, but exhausted. Did I free it? No. Oh, that's very cool. It's all him remembering the character. A shelf was full of books on local history and hunting. Seemed like the owner of the house really knew the area. What was that? Black and white photo. Looked like the man upstairs and his wife, I guessed. There was no reason for me to keep this. Did I take it? Yes. I slipped the photo into my pocket. Maybe this would help me find some answers. You never know. An old dining table covered in dirty dishes for 2 people. There were dozens of beer cans and other liquor bottles among the dishes. The smell was turning my stomach. Okay, so a writer perspective, this would be very cool. But the multiple endings be a little hard to do in a book, but I think you could do it. It could just be one of those books where it's like, oh, if you did this. What was that? I looked like hell. My clothes were dirty and torn, and there was mud caked all over my shoes. The door was taped up and seemed to be stuck. By the smell, I guessed it led to the kitchen. dang door was locked, but it didn't look like there was a keyhole. Maybe I could find another way to open it. But as a book, it could be one of those things where it's like, oh, if you're choosing to do this, go to this page. The front door is blocked by a pile of furniture. I knew I had to find another way out. And then die. The bathroom was spotless. Everything had been wiped to a sheen. I wondered if it was the man's wife who did the cleaning. Or him. There was a photo development tray laying on the floor. Some leftover negatives were sticking out, but they were pretty blurry. I thought I saw what looked like treetops. Is there no other reason to really come in here? It seemed odd that the tray had been left there, considering how clean the rest of the bathroom was. There was a loud banging. Had I been sleepwalking again? Was that how I got to that house? Now that's a serious case of sleepwalking. Yeah, the tape's down. Okay, that's just repeating itself, but... There were sheets of paper all over the kitchen table. It looked like a series of names were written down, but they were too smudged to read. I could only make out a few of the notes. Keycard, Ocker, last one, I promise. It didn't make much sense at the time. I'm finding this very cool, because you never know what's going to happen with that only small bit of light. The smell of old dishes and moldy food was dizzying. Ugh. Moldy food is gross. What's worse though is milk. I'm gonna be weirder. I've actually had the unfortunate chance of drinking sour milk. It was so gross. It was so horrible. The mouse was dead. It looked like the cat had got to it. Oh. Poor mouse. Maybe I should have freed it. A collection of rusty tools. These look like they'd seen a lot of use and were caked in damp, smelling dirt. Why weren't they in a shed? Because maybe people want to put their tools wherever they want to, huh? How about that? That looks like me. A photo similar to the old one I picked up. It's been moved a lot. There seemed to be a switch behind it. Did I push the switch? Yes. It depressed smoothly into the wall. I heard a faraway click somewhere. Something must have opened somewhere. Well, I would hope so. This was an odd place to keep yard tools. What would they have been used for in here? Murder. That's where my head first went to. Maybe we should bury the mouse. Sorry, guys. There were scribbles of all kinds on random scraps of paper, notes about some kind of water tower. Did he mean the one by the old train yard? I'm actually gonna be able to go outside? How long had this been here, rotting? The man upstairs didn't look like he'd been dead a long time. Did I kill him? I murdered him. I murdered him. I murdered him. I don't even know where the camera lens is right now on my phone. I wonder if that click-clacking on that switch opened up that switch and wall, pure devil locked the door. Oh, I had a feeling it would. What's in here? What the heck is that? The box looked heavy, but there were marks on the floor. It had obviously been moved before. Maybe I found a way out. I must have moved it, right? No, I left it alone, but I couldn't think of another option. I want to go explore a little bit more upstairs. I mean, there was that door upstairs, so why not try that out? Oh, I can do that. Oh, you can only... That's weird. You can only lift up and not move. The desk had a computer and some papers on it and a single drawer. I didn't want to snoop, but did I open the drawer? Yes, we did. Receipts, pens, and a blurry photo. Looked like a store of some kind. Why'd this look so familiar? Because it's ours. Everything is up. Blood on the wall. It smelled fresh and sickening. I realized there was blood on my shoes and pants. Oh man, I had to get out of there. If that man died in the hallway. What was the blood doing there? Because he was killed there and probably dragged to the hall. And you probably got knocked unconscious. Right? The man's face looked like the man in the photo I had found. This actually has multiple different endings. I might try and play a couple times just to see. Don't know if I'll record all that. Actually, I mean, why not? Why not record it? Okay, let's do that then. The box looked heavy, but there were marks on the floor. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, I heaved the box forward and it finally gave. There was a ladder going underground where the box was. A dank smell rose from the passage, so I climbed down the ladder. I wasn't quite ready to leave yet. Actually, yes I am, because I think I've explored all I need to explore in here. Why'd it go back and forth like that? I looked again at the photo I found in the house. The couple looked distant, like they didn't want to be in the same picture. They were not happy. I wondered where the wife was. My leg was in terrible shape, but I had to get out. The wife murdered. Those boxes would have allowed me to climb up the ladder again, but I didn't want to go back up there, not with that body, all that blood. Footprints in the dirt look like more than one kind and a lot of traffic. No, just a random board. Places all over are marked on the old map of town. The industrial area near the river, various houses, and even the water tower near the old train station. I hope that's a train station. The guy upstairs must have done this, but what was his interest in the water tower? Some of the markings matched the scribbles I saw on the bookshelf upstairs. Newspaper clippings from the local paper. They were all about murders in town over the last few years. Wait, there were photos. Photos of our house. What the heck was that about? Maybe I should have looked around more, tried to find some kind of information. Sorry, I swore earlier, by the way. A work table covered in papers, dirt, and a handgun. I hated guns. I didn't take it, did I? Yes, I did. I took the small handgun into my pocket. Its weight was somehow reassuring. Why did I take the gun? Because we might need it. You never know. It's a horror game. You take a gun when you have the chance. It was so dark down there, and the air smelled stale. And putrid. I couldn't believe what I saw. What was this place? This is very cool and very intriguing. The desk looked old and was caked with grime. On it was a stack of old faded paper covered with what looked like names. They were scratched out and illegible notes were written beside them in faded blue ink. Could only make out a few letters. He, I've, a, het, af, ol, ra. That probably sounds weird. None of it made any sense to me. Nothing about Rachel and me was written there. Maybe I needed to keep looking. Who's Rachel? Who is she? Crudely made shelves. They looked like they were holding cans of some kind of corrosive. The labels were worn and slick, but I could still see the warnings. The slight fumes that still emanated from the cans made me dizzy. Man, you get dizzy a lot. Some kind of homemade rack slung together with poorly cut wood and rope. It was caked with old blood. Somebody didn't actually use that, did they? The smell in that room was like old grease and rot. I wasn't getting any closer to finding anything useful. See, all the descriptions that they have for this, that they put in the game, that the person that made this game, it's very descriptive, would be very good in a book. It looked like a cage. It was small, but there was something coating the bottom. Something wet. To blood. The place was getting worse all the time. I knew I had to keep moving. It's blood. Blood. That's what it is. Rule of thumb is it's always blood. You never assume it's water. That's just too easy. There looked to be bones half dug into the ground. The remains looked old. The faded clothes that stuck up amongst the dirt looked familiar. They looked like the clothes that a woman was wearing in the photo I found. Was this the man's wife? What is going on in this place? How big is this area too? Actually kind of sounds like you have a bit of a limp, and it almost makes it look like you do. Some kind of old boxes. They look like they were years old. Wait a minute. These boxes had old clothes in them. Clothes I remember throwing out after Rachel and I moved to town. What the heck were they doing down... What the heck were they doing there? Why, indeed. There wasn't anyone there. Was I hearing things? If I was scared before, I was terrified now. Why were there photos of our house there in these clothes? Was that why I was there? I checked my back pocket and realized my wallet was missing. Did I come to that house, or did somebody bring me? I kind of saw that coming and I could hear the squeaking. But nice effort, though. I remember noticing the broken ladder. I had to be careful. I don't remember if I jumped down there or found another way. It looked to be a long way. Did I jump down? No, because that might kill me. Maybe there's some other way to get down there without risking any more injury to my leg. I love how it's just the casual, like, cartoony thing of, oh, no fall. Well, this is the only way to go. What the heck is that? There was a rope hanging there. I wasn't sure how sturdy it was. Did I take it? Sure. Maybe the rope would make that broken ladder easier to descend. Sure, keep telling yourself that. As there's just a skeleton chilling. Well, the rope's not entirely sturdy. The rope I found would have let me climb down the broken ladder safely. Did I climb down? Yes. Could hear a faint hum and the smell from before started to get worse. The ladder was too high to reach. I must have tried to find a way out from there where I was. I hoped I wouldn't see those bats again. Really? I'm pretty sure there's gonna be something way worse. Way worse. There's just... Who had the time to do all this? Put all these papers down here, A bunch of old newspapers, wheat pasted together. A message had been hastily smeared on it. Keep out, danger due to cave in. Well, I'm just gonna mosey on in there now. What was that? I like the detail. Even though it's a 2D game, there's quite a bit of detail, and I like that. That door was different. I could still feel a faint impression of the rope I had slid down as I pressed against the heavy metal door. It was probably for the best that I hadn't jumped. The ache in my leg was bad enough as it was. If I could have, though, I would have run straight out of those awful tunnels. Who would keep such a place? At least I thought I had found that old handgun. It seemed to work, and from the smell of it, it had been used already. Kept the gun in my pocket. It seemed a familiar weight there. An exposed ventilation shaft. Maybe someone crawled through there, but it was so high up that it must have been a sore landing. That's where we jumped from. There was dirt on the ground. It looked wet, and there was grass smeared within it. We're gonna climb up here. Disgusting. It was a mess of filthy garbage bags or rips and tears in most of the bags. What looked like an old videotape was sticking out. Did I take the tape? Yeah, I'm just gonna take everything. I'm gonna do everything. I wasn't sure what I hoped to discover with the tape, but I took it anyway. I did not want to keep digging through this mess. Are you sure? Maybe we'll find something valuable. You never know. Could find money. Probably not. I could hear a faint trickling sound, like water. What was that? Maybe it's just water, maybe it's nothing more. A kitchen knife covered in dying blood. Thinking about it made me sick. I didn't want to touch it. Did I take the knife? No. I still had the old handgun. I wasn't sure what good a knife would have been. Well, it's a serial killer flipping it. We're gonna go this way. That's the exit. I'm just kidding. No, we'll go find out what that was. The door was locked. There was a musty smell from inside. So wait, can I actually exit? Let's... Okay. So that door's not locked. So we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna find out what that bang was. Okay, how did a house connect to all this? I wasn't sure, but I thought it was some kind of regulator. I had no idea how it worked. Through the dust I could see handprints from previous use, probably from whoever worked in those sewers. Seriously, how did a... I wasn't sure what those valves were for. Did I turn it anyway? I left the valve alone. I don't want to blow myself up. Or do something worse. Get covered in gook. I wasn't sure what those valves were for. Did I turn it anyway? No. I left the valve alone. Do I actually have to turn them? Okay, let's actually start turning them. This one wasn't pumping water anymore. The valve was still active. Did I turn it again? The valve was still active. Did I turn it again? Whatever these valves did, this one wasn't pumping water anymore. Seriously, how is a house? Little break from that. How does a house connect to all this? Did I turn it anyway? Yes, I did. I'm gonna turn it again. I'm just gonna turn all the valves and see what happens. Blah 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 blah. Yes. Blah blah blah. Okay. I guess now we're just gonna go to the exit. The door was locked. There was a musty smell from inside. I guess we're just gonna continue. I'm waiting for a jump scare or something. No, we're not gonna take the knife still. See, I don't know how long I'm gonna record this for. If I'm gonna do like half an hour or... Turning those valves must have drained the water that was in this room. There was a ladder I could reach. Maybe I'll just do 25 minutes. I know it says that. Should try it. If I gave up now, I would remember what I had seen so far in those awful sewers. Did I quit? No. I looked like the water drained out of that grate in the wall. There was a small metal key left floating in the shallow pool of rancid water. Did I take it? Yes. I pocketed the small key, but it was so odd-shaped I had no idea what it might open. Okay, well, before I go any farther, I'm actually just going to end this right here. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for joining me in playing Home, a unique horror adventure. I will get back to this soon though. But again, thank you all for watching, Young Nation. Don't forget to give this video a like, comment down below, share with some friends if they enjoy horror games, if they enjoy getting a laugh, because I'm pretty sure I'll get some kind of scared at some point. I'm not really getting that terrifying feeling. I'm getting that more, I like where this is going feeling. But anyway, also don't forget to subscribe to stay tuned for more. And when you subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell notification. Wow. And also, don't forget to check out all the links in the description below, because my charity book sale is still going on till next September. Next September, guys. So how you can do that is go into the description below, click on the links to my Amazon author page. And when you do that, you can either buy the first book or the second book. You can either get it for paperback or ebook on your phone. Take it with you wherever you go. If you were expecting me to make a rhyme, you were wrong. And also, don't forget to check out the City Kidz website below the Amazon author page link, because that's the charity organization that I am donating 50% of my royalties to. As well, don't forget to check out my social media links. Which ones? My Facebook, my Twitter, my Snapchat, and my Instagram. Instagram is the ones you guys should really go follow. I'm sorry if you heard that. Instagram is the one you should follow. Why? Because that's where I will do polls on what videos I should do next. So that's where you guys will get more of a voice, really. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!